Good Friday, Longhorns. It's October 28, 2016. Welcome to our Halloween edition of UTV. Coming up on this week's broadcast, we have more information on the tragic accident that occurred this past weekend on the California bus lines.
Plus, we have more information on Senior Week, all that and more, so let's get started. Good Friday, Longhorns. I'm Jasmine Esteves.
And I'm Vera Garza.
And this is what's happening in Longhorn Nation.
Attention seniors, if you haven't purchased your senior bracelet, today is the last day to purchase one.
Seniors, today is the last day to come pick up your Senior Week passes. All seniors need to wear these for Senior Week in order to dress out. If you haven't purchased them, you can do it during lunch. They're $5. And if you have your receipts from last week, you can come and pick it up either in A and B lunch or in my room in E230. Have fun during Senior Week.
If you do not have a bracelet, you cannot dress up. Senior Week themes are: Monday is Hollywood, Tuesday is Around the World, Wednesday is Character Day, and Thursday, Throwback Thursday. Friday will be Spirit Day. So if you haven't purchased your bracelet, go by room E230 with Ms. Aldrete today.
If you're still undecided on what career you'd like to get into, or if you are interested in the military, there is an ASVAB test coming up. The test will be administered on Thursday, November 17th in the library. It will begin at 9 a.m. Anyone interested in taking the ASVAB, go by the counseling center and register for free with Ms. Hernandez or Ms. Cantu.
We'd like to wish our Air Force ROTC good luck tomorrow as they compete at Hanna High School in Brownsville. They will be competing in armed and unarmed color guard, physical training, and drill. This will be their first competition of the year, so we wish you all safe travels and the best of luck.
Are you in need of some extra assistance in your ELA classes, or just to prepare yourself for specific strategies on your ELA STAR test? This year, our ELA teachers are changing things up and offering specific skill tutorials. Next week, ELA tutorials will cover SAQ crossover structures and variances on Tuesday. On Wednesday, they will cover SAQ crossovers using short stories, and Thursday they will do SAQ peer editing. For a full list of the skill-specific tutorial schedule, go by room D133.
The Mighty Longhorn Band has been competing all month long and have been placing first place overall. This weekend, they are going to compete at the area marching competition in Pharr, Texas. If they place in the top 4 bands, they will advance to state. We wish them the very best and hope to get first place again.
The Rio Grande International Study Center, along with the Councilman George Outgout, will be hosting the Rivers and Shivers Spectacular as we celebrate Dia del Rio on Saturday, October 29th in the Father McNoble Park from 4 to 8. There will be some ghoulish activities, a spooky Halloween movie, and fantastic food, a pumpkin patch, games, butterfly seeds planning, and a costume contest for the little ones. No clowns allowed, please. Everyone is invited, so go out with the family and have a great time.
Our students got a valuable experience with a well-known county judge.
Here's Jose Ariozola with more information.
Thank you, Jasmine and Vera. This past Friday, the Honorable Judge Becky Palomo of the 341st District Court visited United High School. She presented the now well-known county program called Courts in School. Students were able to watch actual court cases that involve drug crimes. The program brings inmates from the Webb County Jail and people awaiting their punishments to schools all across Laredo.
And we bring an official court setting into the schools so that the students can see what's happening in our criminal cases.
After the hearings, inmates were allowed to speak to our students and tell them about lessons they've learned and their experience of the judicial process.
But what about your friends? Just repeat that, what you just said right now. Say that. There's no friends here.
What we want to do is to educate the students, intervene, and prevent the students from ending up in our court system, in our courtrooms, wearing those orange jumpsuits.
Judge Palomo is a strong advocate of education and keeping our students in our schools and away from the courtrooms.
Students, life is precious. It's beautiful and it's wonderful. And I want to tell you that you're in control of your life. Despite what's happening around you, you are in control of your life. And if you understand the power that you have in the decisions that you make, you can create anything in your life. Believe in yourself. Make the right decisions. If you make good decisions, the only consequences that will come from that are good consequences. You make bad decisions, and guess what kind of consequences you're going to receive. Make good decisions and you'll have a good life. God bless you.
We want to thank Judge Palomo for bringing courts and schools back to United this year. The students who were able to attend experienced the judicial process and were able to leave with a renewed vision on the importance of education.
The election is 11 days out and the presidential campaign are ramping up.
With more on your national news is Christopher Benavides.
Hi, I'm Christopher Benavides, and this is our national update. What's going around in your country? To begin with, Iraqi forces and U.S. troops are trying to regain Mosul from ISIS. Mosul is the second largest city in Iraq, and ISIS have over control of it. While a fierce battle is underway as Iraqi forces backed by the U.S. military trying to seize the terrorist groups with massive manpower and guerrilla tactics. Today, ISIS tries to decrease the advancing soldiers by deploying suicide bombers. ISIS also tries to decrease the visibility of air forces by burning up oil tanks and flooding the air with smoke.
This is what a suicide car bomb from the Islamic State group looks like. At the back sit a dozen barrels of explosive material connected to a remote control.
In other news, 13 people were killed in a tour bus accident in California. A tour bus slammed into a rear of a tractor trailer on Sunday near Palm Springs in California, killing the bus driver and 12 passengers and injuring 21 people. The victims were found in their seats and most of those killed were sitting in the front of the bus. The cause of the collision is unknown as of this time. Well, whose side are you on? Because the election's almost here. Both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are now racing for gaining the polls percentages. Hillary Clinton has an average of 45.5% of polls and Trump at least 41.7%. Well, we still have 2 more weeks until election. However, it depends on the people voting. I'm Christopher Benavides and this is National News. Stay classy and happy Halloween.
What nurse kills people and writes a poem about serial killers?
With more on your world news, it's Brianna Garza.
Hello Longhorns, I'm Brianna Garza and this is World News. Today we have some interesting stories from around the world, starting off with a creepy nurse that wrote a creepy poem about a serial killer. Check it out. A 49-year-old nurse in Canada is accused of murdering 8 of her nursing home patients, a crime string that would make her the nation's most prolific serial killers. And in a creepy twist, the National Post reports that she once wrote a poem from the perspective of a serial killer. Police in Woodstock, Ontario arrested Elizabeth Wettlaufer on Monday and accused her of killing 8 patients between 2007 and 2014. The victim ranged between the ages of 75 to 96, with 7 of them in one nursing home, 8 in another. Authorities say all were given a drug, but they're not providing specifics or speculating about the motive. Her creepy poem is under the name Betty Weston, once describing the sharp thirst of a serial killer. Her poem, Inevitable, has a line that reads, "Heart beats then sprays as the next victim pays her death dagger's bill." And now we have some more than interesting Halloween traditions from around the world. Starting off in England, the English children make punkies from big beets. These big beets are called beetroots in England. They pick and carve a design of their liking, and on Halloween night they would take the punkies, then go throughout the street and sing the punky night song and knock on the doors. Instead of asking for candy though, they ask for money. In German tradition, they believe that the spirits return on Halloween night. To protect the spirits, they put away all of the knives that they have. If a knife is left out during this time, they believe that it could possibly cause harm to the spirits who are returning on this night. And finally, in China, you will find the Tang Chai going on this time of the year, which is their Halloween festival. They gather up photographs of their family members who have passed away and put food plus water in front of them. They light up bonfires and lanterns to help with lighting the path of the spirits while they travel during this Halloween. Halloween is just a night of fun regardless of where you live. Just remember, stay safe this year. Happy Halloween!
This week's temperatures have been cooling down. Let's see what we have in store for next week.
With more on your weekly weather forecast is Marina Reina.
Good Friday, Longhorns, and welcome to this week's weather forecast. Starting off tonight, after a warm week, it will start to cool down into some consistent 80s with a high of 88 and a low of 66. Over the weekend, it will stay in these low numbers with some sunny skies throughout. Picking up into Monday, it will be the perfect weather for Halloween with a high of 89 and it will start to cool down into the low 70s. We couldn't ask for better trick-or-treating weather. Continuing with the week, November will kick off with a hot start, highs of 90s and lows of 70s. Well, this has been your weekly weather forecast. Until next time, and may the force be with you.
Our 2017 Lady Longhorns basketball team was introduced last night.
With more on your weekly sports update, it's Kobe Arriaga.
It's Friday, Weenies. I'm Kobe Arriaga, bringing you your weekly sports update. Last Saturday, the Longhorn football team took on Eagle Pass and were able to come out on top. Playing completely dominant, United won with a final score of 40-7. We kick off the game with an amazing defensive play, blitzing the quarterback and bringing him down quickly. Isaac Velasquez shows off his running game and his ability to hurdle over another defender. Shortly afterwards, David Sanchez is able to fake out the defense and score a touchdown as a buzzer signals the end to the first quarter. Midway through the second, we show some more great defense, being able to hold down the opposing running back as he fails to get through. The final offensive play shows off the long pass from David Sanchez to his intended receiver for some huge yardage. United played a great game last week. Make sure to support them as they suit up in tonight's out-of-town game versus Del Rio. Up next with volleyball. On Tuesday, our volleyball team played a rivalry match versus Alexander. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful, losing all 3 matches played. Final scores were 25-21 on the first match, 25-17 on the second, and 25-14 on the third. Last night, the Lady Longhorn basketball team held a Basketball Madness preview for our 2016-2017 lineup.
Number 13 is senior
Attendees got to meet this year's Lady Longhorn lineup. We'd like to wish our Longhorns a successful season and wish them luck tomorrow. They will kick off the season with San Antonio Highlands in San Antonio. Prizes were being given away as well as some dance and cheer performances. We hope you were able to join in on the fun. That wraps it up for this week. I'm Kobe, signing off on a wonderful Friday. See you Weenies next week.
Interested in attending Texas A&M? We have more information for you.
With more on your College 101 is Joanna Fuentes and Samantha Liendo.
Hi everyone, I'm Joanna.
And I'm Samantha.
And this is College 101. This week we are covering Texas A&M, located in College Station, home of the Aggies.
Texas A&M University has hundreds of academic bachelor and master programs and 93 doctoral degree programs.
A&M has a variety of schools such as the College of Architecture, Mays Business School, College of Engineering, School of Law, College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, and many more.
Texas A&M admission deadline for undergraduate students closes December 1st, 2016. For more information, you may visit www.admissions.tamu.edu.
The average cost to attend Texas A&M for 1 year is approximately $27,272, which includes room and board, books, transportation, and other expenses.
Aggies have an estimated amount of 1,000 organizations to participate, such as sports, religious group activities, student government, healthy living club, and many more. That's it for this week. Catch us next week when we talk about the University of Texas at San Antonio. I'm Samantha.
And I'm Joanna. And this has been College 101.
Giggle!
Justin Bieber's so grown yet so childish.
And here with what is trending is Tori and Lori.
Happy October, everyone. I'm inmate Lopez.
And I'm scientist Lori, and this is what's trending.
In this week's news, Justin Bieber stormed off stage in front of thousands of fans.
Who could have guessed Justin Bieber would act like a child?
Justin Bieber tried to get a sold-out concert in Manchester to listen to him for a second. Bieber threw a tantrum and stormed off stage. If you want them to listen to you, do what they paid for.
Bieber said, "I appreciate love and I appreciate the kind things, but the screaming in these breaks has got to stop. Please and thank you. I don't think it's necessary when I'm trying to say something and you guys are screaming."
There's better forms of communication in today's society than a loud concert venue. If you really want to say something, tweet it.
What do you think? Was Justin Bieber in the wrong?
That's all we have for now. Catch us next week with news you can use. Happy Halloween!
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Good luck to our Lady Longhorns who kick off their season tomorrow.
As well as our band and Air Force JROTC who are competing in the Valley this weekend. Have a great weekend.
Go Horns!